Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A, and I'm checking in live from Decaf Coffee Republic. We are located at the second floor of Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSM. We are inside HMR parking compound along Reliance Street from the city of Mandaluyong, and we are just across TV5. For those of you who's having difficulty to find our location, we are inside HMR parking compound, and for you not to get lost of it, hanapin lang po nyo si TV5. Pag nahanap nyo si TV5, you will get to see a big parking lot. It's huge, and there's only one building that have food stalls, so there are a lot of food stalls downstairs, and we are at the second floor. Okay, tonight you're joining me for Strengthening Thursday, and this is Coaching for the Soul. And Coaching for the Soul is one of our community nights happening every Thursday. This is a free coaching talk where we talk about everything that refreshes the soul, everything that connects with your soul, and everything that reinvigorate you and allows you to get connected to things that would just refresh your soul, that you can start living again beautifully, okay, that you can start again living with joy in your hearts. If you are joining me for the first time, this is Coach A. I'm a certified life coach, and there are two things that I do. Number one, I coach people back to life of joy, freedom, happiness, and control. I'm an advocate of mental health, and I empower people to be mentally fit so you can stay alive and live beautifully. And so for tonight, okay, I want to invite you to take a moment, okay, to see the things that you are in control and out of control. We are talking about emotional, okay, first aid kit, and many times, okay, the hardest, okay, to control, sabi nila, it's the mind, but for many people, it's the emotion, okay? Because when your emotion hits, when your emotions kicks in, what happened is your mind starts feeling crippled, okay? Feeling lang, kasi hindi naman yan totoo, okay? So when you are emotionally laden, when you are emotionally down, your mind stops functioning, your body starts to slow down, and there are people when you don't feel emotionally well, when you don't feel emotionally upbeat, okay, you rather stay at home, stay in your closet, stay at your bed, and do nothing, okay? So for tonight, we are taking you, okay, to the point where you are mentally empowered to make the right decisions, so that even if your emotions get hit, you can apply some band aid, some first aid kit, that you can continue to be power up, ramp up, and continue to be functional. So that's what we're talking about. Another thing that I do, okay, I am the global partner for Asian region of the Life Coach Training Institute, and I do Life Coach certification program here at the Function Hall of Decaf Coffee Republic. So far, by far, we've got 93, okay, coaches in the house. Okay, so meron po kami mga kasamang coaches ngayon. May kararating lang. Okay, and we're having the last batch of our certification class this year, no, December 8 and December 15. Baji, do we expect you there? Si Arman, okay? Si Arman at si Janet, okay, classmates? Okay. I want to invite you to make that kind of decision this year, because this is the best time wherein you get to recalibrate the things that you do in your life, and this is also the best time that you make an investment for yourself. Many times when it is Christmas, we make investment for other people. We give gifts, we give our heart, sabi natin, di ba? We give whatever blessings we receive to other people. But I believe the best blessing and the best gift that you can give to other people is a brand new you in 2019. So I am inviting you, come over, join us in the profession, be a certified life coach, become a certified life coach, be a professional coach. For some people who's asking, who are to be coach, okay? Sino ba yung dapat maging coach? Meron daw bang requirements, okay? For those of you who are asking, kailangan ba wala akong problema? Kailangan ba perfecto ang buhay ko? Kailangan ba flawless ako? Kailangan ba sulba lahat ng mga concerns ko sa buhay? The answer is practically no, because in life coaching, we are not the one who is solving other people's problem. What we do as a life coach is we facilitate self-discovery, we facilitate people empowerment so they can discover themselves and also discover the solutions to their own problems. So it has nothing to do kung wala tayong problema o may problema tayo. Because to begin with, wala naman taong walang problema. Tama? Tama? Oh, pag may problema ka, normal kang tao. Okay? Pag wala kang problema, hindi yan totoo. In denial ka lang. Kasi wala naman po. Oh, di ba? Tama ba ako, Coach Candy? Okay. Wala pong taong walang problema. I'm a believer of that, and I believe that if we continue to move in a directions of our calling, the more tayong may problema. Because the more we accept challenges, the more that we face challenges from other people, and the more that we are being challenged exactly for the things that we want to do and the things that we want to achieve. And life coaching is basically, okay, one of the best professions that you can embark on, because that would lead to your personal transformation, and that would also enable you to be a channel, to be an instrument, and to be a partner for other people's transformation. So I invite you to make an investment to yourself. If you are naturally gifted, okay, a coach, okay, so may mga tao pong naturally gifted. And how do you know you are naturally gifted? Sa bahay po ba ninyo? Sa pamilya nyo po ba? Sa organizations nyo? Are you the person of whom people normally go to? Kayo yung go-to person, di ba? Kayo yung laging tinatawagan, may problema, kayo laging hinihingan ng tulong. And then sa opisina, parang lahat ng nangyayari, parang as if they believe you should know. Okay? Are you a person whose opinion matters? Are you the person who always counsel people, give advice, both solicited and unsolicited? You must be a naturally gifted coach. Now, do you need it? So somebody asked me, okay, so I'm already good at mentoring, I'm already good at counseling, I already advise people. Do I need to be a coach? Do I need to learn how to coach? Yes, you need to. Okay, why? Because if you want to help people, okay, and you want to empower people, the best and the most responsible way to do is really to get the right tools. Okay, so it's just like being in a business of carpentry. Okay, if you don't know the right tools, or you know the tools but you don't know how to use the tools, then you are shortchanging the people you want to serve. Okay, do you you have to be certified to coach? Okay, technically no, because you must be coaching today, but we're talking about life. And if somebody will be entrusting you with their lives, okay, isn't it, okay, the most responsible and the most credible way to begin with is for you to have a certification, so people knows that you have learned it, you have not only discovered it, kasi marami pong tao na di-discover ang life coaching. You can read through Google, okay, and then people will say, I've discovered it, I've read it, so I know how to do it. Okay, dito lang po yan. Okay, you don't learn swimming by reading. Okay? You learn about swimming, you read about swimming, but you can never be a swimmer unless you really get to the water. So ganun din po yung life coaching. So this is not a profession that you can learn by reading. So don't get me wrong, I love reading, I read a lot of books, but life coaching is something that we need to practice. And until I get certified, that is only the moment I learn what I don't know. Okay? Sometimes it's great to know what you don't know. Okay, many times, okay, we know that we know, and then until one time comes in and we realize na, ang dami ko palang hindi alam. Okay? Personal testimony, one thing that life coaching have done to me is this. Okay, many years back, okay, I would do counseling in the church, I would do mentoring, I would do consulting. I'm a consultant as well by profession, and I would experience hours. I think ang longest ko is 12 hours. Okay? And after 12 hours, tuyot na tuyot ka na. Alam mo yung wala na. You were practically drained, burned out, and walang na-resolve. Okay? So I don't know if you can connect with me na meron kayong kinakausap for long hours, tapos ang dami mo ng exchanges, di ba? Naubos ka na, natuyo ka na, and at the end of the day, wala po kayong na-resolve. Okay? Worse is, you have resolved on doing something, and then the person will do otherwise. And you feel betrayed, you feel wasted yung time mo, wasted yung efforts mo. In life coaching, I myself was surprised that there's so much that can be done in 1 hour. Okay? Sa atin yung 30 minutes, 15 minutes, we can see miracles happen. Tama? Oo. More than 1 hour, bugbog na tayo. Bugbog na rin yung kliyente natin. So that's the power of life coaching. Sabi nila, it's a miracle business, but this is not a miracle business without tools, without skills, and without knowledge, and without science. There's so much in the profession. So we invite you to take a look at it. December 8 and 15. That's the last batch for 2018. Alright. So if you have just tuned in, Okay, and you wanna share this video to your friends, okay, you wanna tag people, we're talking about emotional first aid kit for tonight. So this talk is for people who are always, okay, para po kanino to? This talk, this coaching, this session is for people na, okay, lagi po kayo natatrap into emotional blackmail. Okay? Lagi po kayong nasa situations when you feel like, bakit ba ako napunta dito? Okay? Kayo ba yon? Yan. Okay, yung feeling mo, anong nangyari? Okay? And now, you are also, this is also for people who are already bleeding, okay? Alam niyo yung situation, nag-bleed ka na, bleeding ka na, tapos ang ginagawa mo pa, pandagdag dugo. Yung dumudugo ka na nga, ang ginagawa mo pa, dagdag dugo, diba? So sumusugod ka pa rin. And many times, no, when we are aching, when we are hurting, we miss to understand that the source of pain, the source of ache, the source of hurting is your own decision at that point when you are already bleeding. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, have you ever, sino dito ang nag-date na? Nag-date, alam niyo po yung date? Okay, romantic date, friendship date, nag-date. Ayaw niyong umamin, galing ka lang ba sa date? Ay, calendar date lang, gumaganyan talaga. Wow. Sino dito nag-date na? Lahat kayo, di ba? Saan kayo galing? From Mars, kung di kayo nag-date, di ba? We've been to a date, okay? And many of you would connect, okay, that not all dates, ito even if not romantic date, kahit friendship date, di ba? Or mga tao na first time mong gustong makilala ng mas mabuti. Yun ba yung sinasabi yung getting to know, di ba? Okay, or ito yung mga moments na you wanna spend a moment. Would you connect with me that there are times when after the date, or at the middle of the date, you feel it was a wrong move. It was a wrong decision to meet that person. Na para lang siyang waste of time? Meron kayong ganon? Okay. Paano kung ikaw into it, tapos yung kadate mo yung naisip, ikaw yung mali? Ay, aray, ang sakit. So, anong mararamdaman mo? Masakit, di ba? Hurting. Okay. So, would you know that based on statistics, okay? Based on the statistics, listen up. The person na iniwan, yung person na hindi yung nag-walk out, yung person na naiwan, instead of putting the blame to the person who walked away, will look all the blame sa sarili niya. Yes. Come on now. Kayo ba yon? Yes. Na kapag ikaw ay iniwan, pag ikaw ay inindyan, kapag ikaw ay hindi sinisipot, pag ikaw ay tinatakbuhan, ang hinahanap mo anong mali sa'yo? Isn't it? Isn't it by default, hindi naman natin sinasabi, ang bad niya, gano'n. Anong ginagawa natin? Ako yung may mali. Hindi ba ako maganda? Hindi ba ako nag-ayos? Hindi ba ako mabango? Bad breath ba ako? Grabe siya. Oo. Or you ask, may nasabi ba akong mali? Hindi ba ako deserving? Mali ba yung pagkain ko ng pie? Mali ba yung pagkain ko ng cake? Mali ba yung pag-inom ko? Na-turn off ba siya? Come on now. Would you connect with me? Alright. Okay. To begin with, sabi nyo kanina, that is already hurting. Tama ba? Okay. So, do you think that you saying all those words to yourself helps? O lalo mong sinaktan ang sarili mo? Coach Maureen from Tacloban, thank you for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow. Okay. Anong ginagawa mo? Tinulungan mo ba ang sarili mo o lalo mong sinaktan ang sarili mo? So what do you call that? Is that first aid? Anong ginawa mo? Okay, so are you getting the point? This talk is for people like us, all of us, okay, including me. May ganyan din ako moment, diba? Minsan yung pinagtatabuyan ka na, anong ginagawa mo? Anong ginagawa mo pag pinagtatabuyan ka na?
Habol ka pa rin ng habol.
Habol ka ng habol at tatanong mo, anong mali sa akin? Oh, bakit ba ikaw yung mali, hindi sila, diba?
Ano pwede kong gawin?
Masaya po, oo. For those of you na nagtatagot, wala kayo dito, you're missing so. The sounds that you're hearing is not count sound. Totoo po yan talaga. May mga kasama po ako, okay? Oo, di ba totoo? Okay, pag ipinagtutulakan ka na, okay, tapos sasabihin sa'yo, it's not about you, it's about me. Anong respond mo? Anong pwede kong gawin? Okay, so if you can connect, okay, in case you can connect, and in case you feel there are people who can be who can find benefits from this tonight's talk, you will really do us a great favor to share this, okay? Paki-share lang po, and for some people to feel a little better. Hindi naman po talaga nawawala ang sakit, lalo na kung nagdurugo ang mga puso ninyo. Hindi naman nawawala talaga ang sakit, di ba? If you have an emotional wounds this time, I will not commit and I will not promise that your emotional wounds will go away and will be healed completely after tonight. But at least it will help us understand why do we need to put some band-aids in our wounds. Okay? Lahat ba tayo may emotional wounds? Yes. Madami ang sagot ni Coach. Okay. So before I proceed and before I forget, okay, I just want to take this moment to thank Celia, si Tito Alcala po of Celia, the founder, the giver, okay, of our Celia, our rocking chair in the coffee shop. And I'm glad to announce that we have just partnered with Tito Alcala and we've coming out, okay, actually, officially released, yan, pwede na po namin sabihin, the Celia Pillow Project. So, ito po siya, okay? At my back, you can see boxes. So, this one is a pillow. Obvious naman po siyang pillow. And this is the polo of my father, okay? Our father died early this year, and this is one of his favorite polo. And the Celia Pillow is a project of Tito Alcala together with Artistic Art, and what they do is to get the favorite clothes, the favorite shirt, the favorite gown of your departed, of your loved ones, okay, and they convert it to pillow, and they have their notes in there, personalized, and then they can send it to you, and you can use this as a gift to your mother. So I'm having one for my mother. You can send it especially to your relatives na hindi po I didn't have that last moment. And for those of you who have yung mga old clothes, okay, ng inyong loved ones, okay, na wala na po dito, oh, wag po yung buhay, okay? So, para po ito sa mga umalis na, okay? So, if you wanna preserve their memory, and I think, no, tama si mga family members natin, who must be missing. Kami, we are missing our father. We are on the last 40 days. Nasa 40 days na po kami ng season before the first year death anniversary of our father. And this is the moment that we've been missing him so much. And you really want to savor, diba? I mean, lahat tayo ganon. We want to have a piece of our loved ones left with us. And this pillow is one of those things. No? So, kesa po yung damit ay nasa cabinet. This is a very, very creative way and very personalized way of keeping it. And really, the group who's doing this as an advocacy have really done a great job. So if you are interested, you can message us and we'll tell you how to go about it with the cost and the fees. No, so this is not an income opportunity. It's not an income generating for us, but this is an opportunity for us to preserve the memories of our loved ones. Okay? Ang mother ko po, I got the 2 polo ng papa ko. She's been asking ko anong ginawa ko sa polo. So, ito po yun. No? Mabibigay ko na din sa kanya after, more than a month ata ito. So, I believe on a season like this, on a Christmas season, it's about time that we give something memorable and worth keeping to the people we love. Okay? And there is no better way but really to preserve memories. Ito, I think this is one of the ang ganda, no? Very creative. And so, thank you, Tito. Thank you, Miss Elaine, for coming up with this bright idea. And this pillow just come just right in time. All right? So, moving on. Okay. In this coffee shop, many of our guests and many of the people in our tribe knows that one top advocacy that we really push, okay, that we really advance is mental health, mental wellness, okay? And we do it through the food that you eat, okay, the way we serve you. And recently, we just partnered with Spring Spa, and we are moving with wellness, physical wellness. We have therapeutic massages. We've been doing a lot of things in this coffee shop simply towards mental wellness. Okay, so we celebrated our 2 years anniversary, and people would understand, no? Our guests, our tribe, and the people who's normally part of our community understands that everything we do in this coffee shop is really to promote and to advance mental health and mental wellness. Now, it is unfortunate that when we talk about mental health and mental wellness, we always think about sickness, and we always think about what is wrong with you mentally. And so since the passing of the bill into law of the mental health law signed last June, we've been holding and conducting mental health talks every Saturday here at Decaf Coffee Republic, 5 p.m. And we've got the regular mainstay of that. The person who's really taking care of that is our very old Coach Candy. She would always be helped by Coach Mao and Coach Tin, okay, and Coach Hasmin. Okay, so we've been doing that, and we've been talking about mental health June, July, August, September, October. Pang ilang months na po namin to, pang 6 months na po namin to. We've been holding this for months, and we intend to continue holding this for so long we can, just so to promote mental health. Now, for tonight, I want to take off from what is mental health and connect it why we all need, okay, emotional first aid kit. Because I believe if you as a person, as a human being, okay, as an individual, will only learn how to apply first aid to our emotional deaths and damages, okay, we can prevent mental diseases. Tama? Yes. Okay? We can protect our mental health. We can cover our mental wellness. Okay? Many people would say that mind over matter, but I believe, okay, based on our practice as well here, that most of the time, people who are even born, okay, meron pong mga congenital mental diseases, okay, but these diseases would not be activated or will not be really on front until emotional trauma or death happens. Okay? Yun pong, normally we ask our clients, we ask our people, what was the transition? What is the life-altering situation? And most of the time we experience that the transitions would always have affected the emotions. Okay? It's not the brain. Okay? So, it affects our brain, but to begin with, it's our emotion. Can you connect? Okay? If you are, and we've seen mentally challenged, and we have seen also clinically diagnosed, okay, on medicines na mga tao, but when they are given the right support, okay, when their emotions are taken care of, okay, we have seen them to be very functional and as if wala silang sakit. We have one person in the house, okay, schizophrenia yung sakit niya, and she's a consultant. Yeah. And many of her clients don't know. 15 years ba? Tama ba, Coach Kedi? 15 to 20 years na siya. And she's got top-notch clients, and the clients don't know that she's on medicine and she got this sickness. And we are very blessed that one day she walked to our coffee shop, she walked to one of our talks, and she said, I'm willing to share my story, I'm willing to share my testimony because I'm earning a lot of money, I'm making a lot of money even if I am sick. So what you can find in there is the reality of, because she knows how to protect that emotional boundaries that needs to be protected to ensure that she would be functional. Yeah, we have cases like that. So I want to talk about, when we talk about mental wellness, we always talk about awareness, prevention, and intervention. And I want to take off from there, okay? When you talk about awareness, okay, and connecting it now to the emotional state of a human being, emotional state of an individual. Kanina po sabi ko, I asked my guest, what comes to your mind when you talk about first aid? And many people would say, tapos na, nangyari na, naganap na, may sugat na, may damage na. Okay. But when you talk about emotions, when you talk about feelings, do you know, and would you agree with me, that you don't know it already happened? Yes. Yeah. So, you cannot say, okay, na naganap na, I will put a first aid kit. Kasi hindi mo alam. There are dents that happens when you were young. There were dents that happened when you were like a small child, age 2, 3, di ba? And hindi mo alam that those experiences have effects to where you are today. Okay? Until you come, tama ba? May mga dami akong yes dito. Until you come face to face with it and you realize, oops, yung experience ko pala nung bata ako, when I was 3, when I was 4, have affected who I am today. Okay? So even when we talk about awareness, okay, you cannot really say it's over, or you cannot say it is yet to come. Okay? So when you talk about awareness and how you put a first aid kit on that, okay, you have to understand one thing. Okay? When you feel something, trust it. When you feel something, trust it. How many of you would agree with me that whenever you feel something that is not normal and not na norm, okay? And you feel something, may sumakit, may discomfort, isn't it by default? Okay, is it by default? Your first tendency is to doubt it. Ako lang ba to? Am I being too sensitive? Am I being irrational? Come on now. Diba? So, when you talk about awareness, okay, in a first aid kit for your emotional state, okay, the moment you feel something, and to tell you that this something have a lot of facets, okay, I want to talk about it, I'm going to dive with it, but really, when you feel something, trust it. Trust it. Don't ever doubt what you feel. Because the moment you doubt what you feel, that's the emotional tension now starts to aggravate. Nakakita na po ba kayo ng sugat? Nakakita na po ba kayo ng gasgas? Okay. Masakit yun, di ba? Okay. What do you do with the gasgas? Kakalain mo, masakit na nilagyan pa ng alcohol. See? Okay. May alcohol, may hugasan, may betadine, may hayaan lang. Okay? May itapat. Okay? I heard someone running water daw. Okay, don't go to Google, okay? But here's the thing, okay? What's the best way? The moment you feel something, and if you talk about first aid, okay? So, when you feel something, you trust it, and your first aid should be the question of, are you, okay, are you protecting the wound or are you hitting the wound? Are you protecting the wound? Are you hitting the wound? Here's the thing. If you say you have to clean the wound, okay, how many times even the way you clean the wound, okay, matters because may mga paglilinis na masakit at may mga paglilinis na hindi masakit. When you drop, okay, not promoting, but when you drop betadine, you don't feel the hurt, you don't feel the ouch, alright? It's okay, you clean. But some people will clean it with alcohol. Ano feeling? Some people will put it under running water na ang lakas ng tubig. O, anong ramdaman mo? Pressure, di ba? Para manilis. Oh, see? It's the same thing. That's why I want you to look at your wound. And earlier, I asked my guest to think about the Band-Aid. Okay? Because the Band-Aid, what it does is technically just to protect it at that point in time. And so, no more additional hit or trauma happens. Okay? Here's the thing. When you feel something and you cannot figure it out, remember, nandito pa lang po tayo sa awareness. Okay? When you feel something that you cannot understand, but you know it's there. Alam niyo po ba yun? Yung hindi siya kasi na-define. If I can define it with you now, then your mind will reason out. Diba? Napahiya ako. Oh, grabe ka naman, masyado ka lang sensitive. Diba? But I don't want you to put labels to it. But I know you can agree with me and you would connect with me that there are emotions that you know is not usual. Right? Have you ever felt kumakain kayo, tapos bigla kang natahimik? Kasi feeling mo may natamaan sa loob mo. Tapos, tumahimik ka na and people ask what's wrong. At ang sagot mo ay, come on, anong sagot mo? Ulit, taksan natin. Anong sagot? Okay. May kausap ka, masaya kayo, bigla siyang may nasabi, may kumunek sa brain, may kumurot sa puso, nakatitig ka na lang. Anything wrong? Anong sagot? Okay. Ulit. Ano meron? Anong sagot? Wala. Pinadalang ka ng message, in-email ka, tinext ka, may nangyari sa puso mo, parang bigla kang, oops, tapos hindi ka makareply. Tinanong ka, everything okay? Ano sagot mo? Okay.
Ay, great.
Tama? May mali ba? Ano sagot mo? Wala. I'm fine. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. Okay. Why do you answer that way? Why do you think you answer that way? Bakit wala yung sagot mo? Totoo namang meron. In denial. Coach Bobot? You hide the feelings. Why do you hide the feelings? Now, we're talking about awareness, Magic. Because you become vulnerable. See? And you're not ready. Oh, you're vulnerable, masakit i-process, hindi ako ready and all. Now, let me ask you, frontal straight. Awareness pa lang po tayo. Awareness that the emotional dent is there. Okay. What is the best way? Ngayon, pag-usapan po natin dahil wala naman kayo nararamdaman. No? Kung nasasaktan na kayo, hold nyo muna. Sandali lang, ha? Kasi baka masakit na. Yan tayo eh. Oo, ha? Medyo naging passionate na ako eh. Ito na, coach, sumatama ka na eh.
Okay lang.
Okay ka. So ngayon, alam na natin kung bakit nadyan lang kayo, tanunood kayo. Pero may mga kasama ako dito matatapang, kala nyo, ha? Okay. Di ba? Okay, pag-usapan natin. You know you got hit. You know something hits you. Something is not, may ganun ka, di ba? Okay. Let me ask you, bakit hindi mo sinasabi? Bakit ayaw mong pag-usapan? Bakit ayaw mong i-discuss? Ba? Remember, I said, if you feel something, trust it. Okay. Don't you trust it? Don't you trust your emotions? Coach, you trust, right? You trust. Okay. So what do you do now? Why do you deny?
Feeling mo hindi importante.
Feeling mo?
Hindi importante.
Okay, ano pa?
May kurot sa puso.
May kurot sa puso.
I don't want to hurt that person.
Exactly the point. You got it. Alam mo kung ano yung problema? You don't want to hurt other people at the expense of you being hurt.
Bam!
Ay, masyadong emotional eh, di ba?
Sarap ng popcorn ko.
Sarap ng popcorn. Oo, nakakatulong ang popcorn. Times like this, let's talk about popcorn.
Para sa ibang importante yung menu.
Buti na lang, may unan ako. Tama ba tong topic na to? You're getting the point? The reason why awareness pa lang, you could have saved yourself from the pain. If only you have applied the Band-Aid. Have you only applied the emotional first aid kit? And what is the first aid kit? You face it, talk about it, and really discuss it. The problem here is, you don't know how to discuss it because, alam niyo kung because? Hindi naman hindi mo ma-define it. Alam mo yung problema natin? You don't know how to discuss it that the other person will not be offended. Tama, mali?
Tama.
Wow. Tama?
Tama.
But you know. Okay, but you know, right? Okay. So pag sinabi mong wala at hindi ko alam, sinong niloko mo?
Sarili.
Sinong sinaktan mo?
Sarili.
O sino ngayon nananakit?
Sarili. Masokista.
You're getting the point? So, you talk about first aid kit. The emotions have already tells you, nag-signal na, oops, may trigger na, masakit na, may mali, oops. Okay. And then sabihin natin, hindi, wala. Do you know people na sabi nila, mapagpasensya pero hintayin mo, wag mong pag sumabog yan, parang bulkan ba yun? Meron na ba kayo nakilalang taong ganon?
Ako.
Oh. May kakilala ba kayong taong ngingiti-ngiti lang pero pag nagalit, alam mo na. Nagwawala, di ba? Tapos meron kayong ganito. I have not known that person to be like that. Alam mo, ganun talaga siya.
Sila, reaction
Yeah.
nila sa akin.
We do, I work with corporation. Most of the cases na natatanggal namin yung tao, yung mga violente daw. Biglang nanuntok, okay? Biglang naging aggressive. And if you look through the records, wala silang ganung records. But if you talk to the person, nagbo-boy lang pala. Walang record kasi chinatsagaan ng tao. Now, we're talking about first aid kit. Would you agree with me that if only you trust your emotion and you attend to it, then it would not pile up and you will get to understand what's wrong with the emotion.
Yes.
Kung may mali nga sa emotion.
Yes.
Tama? Okay. Let me dive deep on that. Yung mali yung emotion. Wala naman po kasing maling emosyon. Okay. Wala pong maling emotion. Eh? There is no right or wrong emotions because emotions is how you feel. It's how you handle it. Diba? Even anger. Diba? Even anger. Sabi po nila, pag Kristyano ka, bawal magalit. Hindi po totoo yun. Because anger, okay, anger triggers, okay, is given to you for you to respond appropriately to harassment. Okay? To aggressions. Okay? To protect yourself, para tumakbo ka. Kasi di ba, pag galit ka o natakot ka, even fear is an emotion. And sabi nila, uy, there is no fear if you are in God. Hindi po talaga. Sabi nga, fear God eh. Oh. Oh, di ba? Pwede ba sabihin ni God na alam mo ha, di susi ka, yung fear na yan para lang sa akin sa ibang tao? Hindi po. It's how we handle the emotions. How do we handle the fear? Di ba? Kaya nga sabi nila, be fearless. Alam mo, if you're fearless, ay mamamatay ka. Hi, Coach Tin. Ayen, Coach Ayen, we miss you. Thank you for joining us online. Okay? Are you getting the point? Okay? So, you trust your emotion, arrest the emotion, and when I say arrest, do not tame it. When you arrest is you really look into the emotion, what is the source of the emotion, and accept that the emotion is existing. That's the first stage. That's the awareness part. Because many of us, would you agree, hindi mo alam talaga kung bakit ka nagagalit. Hindi mo alam kung bakit ka sumabog. Ang sabi mo lang, napuno ako. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Bakit ka napuno? Nasobrahan ako. Ano ibig sabihin nun nasobrahan? May gauge ba yun? Ay, ayan. Sabi ni Coach Myron, I hate to trust my emotions. Okay? But emotions, okay, were created to protect us. Yeah. Because when you feel hurt and you want to cry, isn't it that you have to cry and the crying will release you of the burden? If you don't trust your emotion and say, hindi ako nasasaktan, hindi ako iiyak, ano mangyayari sa'yo? Come on, come on. Oh. Many times, it's when you don't listen to your emotion, that's when tragedy happens. Let me repeat that. If you don't trust your emotion, you don't look at your emotions, you don't arrest that emotions, you don't attend to your emotions, tragedy happens. Because at a certain point in time, it will be manifested. All emotions are God's gift for us to be human. Tama yan, absolutely. Including fear, including anger, all emotions are God's gift to us. God breath yan. Ang response lang po natin, paano natin siya ginagamit. So trust your emotion. Okay? How many of you would agree with me na may mga taong pag kinakita mo pa lang, may kutob ka ng hindi maganda?
Yes.
Come on, come on! May nakilala ba kayong ganun tao? Yung pagdating mo pa lang, parang wala pa namang ginagawa. Tapos sabi sa'yo, napaka-judgmental mo pa naman. Oh. How many of you would agree with me that through the years talaga, it will happen? I have a friend, okay? This is a real story. Meron siyang ganon. Meron siyang ganyang gift. Okay? At sabi niya talagang ako pag kinutuban ako totoo. And the wife got a friend. Okay? A best friend. So nung nakilala niya si wifey, nung nakilala niya yung girl, best friend na to, so she, okay, of course, he married with the best friend kasi nandyan na. Okay? Would you believe 35 years after, that's where the true color was revealed. They've lost a lot of millions because of the friend. Yeah. Sabi niya sa akin, sabi ko sa wife ko, sinabi ko na sa'yo. It took 35 years. So, when you feel something, trust it. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean Okay? Iba po yung usapan dito na i-confront mo ba yung tao. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about first aid kit. And when we talk about first aid kit, the moment you feel it, in the awareness level, trust it. Okay? So, that will not hurt you even further kasi huminto ka na. Clear?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. You know emotions, Coach Maureen? Okay, I have to tell you this. Emotions opens a space for personal reflection.
Yes.
The moment that you feel something, it will automatically open a space that you can reflect personally. That's what your emotion does to you. Okay? So the moment it speaks of something, tells you something, huwag mo siyang ipagbaha. Walang bahala. Do something. Let's move to prevention. Okay. Okay. When you talk about prevention in mental health and mental wellness, we always talk about you have to act. No? We have to act. Because action changes things. You have to act. Okay? Pag tinuturo po namin ng mental health, lagi namin sinasabi, act. Acronym is act. Action changes things. Without action, nothing will change. So we're talking about Band-Aid, we're talking about first aid kit. So when you talk about prevention, okay, how many of you have experienced a prolonged suffering and misery over a relationship? Prolonged misery, suffering over a relationship. Be it, tatawa kayo. Bakit ka natatawa, Rog?
Relationship romantic.
Hindi ko naman sinabing romantic relationship. Di ba? It can be biological. Oh, tama? It can be organizational. Kayo talaga, love agad. Oh, ha? Environmental. Occupational, social. Sige, tulungan nyo nga ako. Oh, yan tayo eh. Okay? When you talk about suffering, misery, relationship, you talk about always by default romantic. But how many of you would agree with me that romantic relationship is actually something that's easier to deal than your biological relationships?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
Because romantic relationships, you can make a decision. Biological relationship, can you? Oh, yan. Yan tayo eh. So we're talking about relationships that dare to last, dare to stay. So how do you prevent? How do you apply emotional first aid kit for relationship that are there to last? But it's gruesome. That is miserable. That is, para talaga sa akin to. Nararamdaman mo ba? Para sa akin tuntok na to. Totoo, para sa akin tuntok. You know, many speaker will tell you this, okay? When we talk, when we share, we speak to ourselves. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng basahin to, pag-aralan to, tapos tuturo mo, wala sa yung epekto. Unang-una to, kami to, diba? Our coach, Master Kendra, came last week and she talks about and she shares about 7 dimensions of health, wellness, mental wellness. We're gonna be talking about that. That's not my talk for tonight. But really, when you talk about coaching, bakit po ba nagpo-prolong yun, coach? Ay, sasagutin kita. Okay. Bakit nagpo-prolong? Okay, two ways. One is your interpretation of what the relationship is. I'm saying your interpretation, not your evaluation. Because to be honest with you, not a lot of people evaluate a relationship. Sige nga, picturein nyo, nag-evaluate ba kayo ng relationship nyo? Nag-checklist ba kayo?
Dumating lang kasi yan.
Dumating lang kaya kinuha. Diba? When a relationship is really making you miserable and it's prolonged, do you really think a lot of people do the evaluation? This is healthy? No. This is no. I'm doing scorecard, 'di ba? Personal scorecard. A lot of people would just realize, may ganito pala, coach, meron ganyan. 'Di ba? Meron akong clean sweep program, Coach Candy, tama? Oo. Pag nag-clean sweep program po kayo sa akin, talagang tatahimik kayo. At may ganon. Yes. Because not a lot of people do evaluate. So I'm not gonna teach you how to evaluate because it's not. We can have it's a program. If you're interested, contact me. But what I want you to do as first aid po kasi, di ba, pinag-uusapan natin, okay, is really to reflect on, di ba, to reflect on that relationship. Bakit ba talaga matagal, Arman? Bakit ba gruesome na pinapatagal natin? Bakit ba ang sakit-sakit na pinatatagal mo pa? To prevent a fight? Conflict? Ano? Anong sagot? Sige, tanong natin si Coach Candy who's been dealing with mental health. Sige, anong sagot, Coach?
Hindi mo kasi alam yung value mo.
Balik tayo. She's absolutely right. Babalik po tayo ulit because this is a toolkit for you. You allow yourself, Coach Lorraine, to be in an abusive relationship. I'm gonna deal those relationships that you cannot cut. Let me just do first those relationships that you can take on, but you don't make the decision because you don't know your value. When you talk about prevention, the toolkit there and the first aid there is know your value. Kanina, di ba, you trust your feeling? You trust. Yes, Coach. Go ahead.
What if the reason why they're prolonging it is, for example lang,
Sure.
you're wounded of something and it's stuck inside. It's not bleeding.
Correct.
You don't want to remove it because if you remove it,
Correct. The bleeding will continue.
Yeah.
It's like, sabi nila, pag daw po may bala, okay? Pag daw po may bala, that's a very good question, Coach. Kasi kung may bala nakastuck dyan, pag tinanggal mo or napana, di ba, magbi-bleed. Tama? So, pwede daw mamatay. Okay? Tama? Pwede kang dead on arrival, but you keep it. Okay? So, now you're talking about that one. Okay. Balik tayo sa self-care, self-value. Ano mas importante sa'yo? Mabuhay ng may bala, nakabaon, at may pana. Yan. Okay? Do you want to keep breathing just to survive, or you want to live thriving? Because I don't believe you can thrive with a bullet in your head, with an arrow stuck to your heart. Come on now. So, what is the value of life to you? Is it just surviving or thriving? Yes, Coach? Tama ba, Coach Babot? Yes. Diba? Can you really... Kung may arrow, gusto mo ba yon? Anong ginagawa sa pana, Coach? Oo. Isn't it? That's exactly the point. Babalik ka dun sa care mo eh. Babalik ka dun sa value mo, sa worth mo as a person. Remember, we're talking about first aid. First aid po pinag-uusapan natin. Hindi po cure ah. Nandito po ako sa first aid. I don't wanna go to the cure. I only want you to do the first aid. Tsaka po natin pag-usapan ng cure. Because cure takes time. But if you know how to do the first aid, you will survive. And in the process, you will start be functional, and later on, you will start thriving. Tama?
Tama.
That's what we do in this house. Okay? First aid muna tayo. Oo, di ba? So, kung may nakabaon po dyan na pana, may nakabaon po dyan na bala, ay gusto mo ba talaga mabuhay na may pana at may bala sa buhay mo? O, binunot na daw, bunot na, wala na. Coach K, ayan, let me read this from Tacloban. Prolonged misery over relationship with my toxic self. The cure, self-love. Saan ka ba nakakabili ng tons of self-love? Ay, libre po yan, nasa puso, kailangan lang i-encounter. Care mo din. Yeah.
Isagot siya dyan ako.
You know the problem or the limitations of us being able to love ourselves truthfully and honestly is because we have not experienced it. Sabi natin. We have not experienced it from other people. Tama? We have not experienced it given to us, especially if you grew up in an abusive environment. If you have been prolonged in an abusive organization, I can connect. Okay? And na-torture ka na, na-trauma ka na. Tama? So, saan mo kukunin yung self-care? Saan mo kukunin yung self-love? Very simple yung sagot. Kaya nga po ang sagot, self-aid. So, bakit mo hinanap sa ibang tao? Ikaw, sila ba yung self? Everything begins. Everything begins and ends in self-love. Hindi ba? Bakit mo hinanap self-love nga? Bakit mo hinanap sa ibang tao?
Hindi naman others love.
Sinabi ko bang others love? Tahimik muna ako. Nakakatama eh. Tama? Tamang-tama kayo. You're getting the point? Now we talk about, again, first aid. How can you prevent something if you always want to get that love and value from other people who care less and value you less? You're not getting it from other people because it's a self. And self is you, not the people around you. Okay? So if you want to do a prevention, okay, the first aid kit there is really your value. Understanding your value. Your real value, not dependent on other people, but your real value as a human being. Coach Tin, because we hope that the person will change. It's like expecting different outcomes on the same problem using the same solution. O, di ba? Ha? Anong tawag doon? Stupidity daw yun. Di ba? Meron pong quote na gano'n. Stupidity daw yun. What is stupidity? Okay, expecting a different result from the same problem with the same solution that you do over and over again. Definitely, hindi magbabago. Correct? Okay. So, remember that as it is with mental health, emotional care will always require action. Action changes things. And if you see the need to value yourself more, to take care of yourself more, okay, nothing will change if you don't make an action. You have to act on it. Who's gonna act? You. Alam nga naman yung kapitbahay natin. Self nga, di ba? Okay? And down on my intervention. Paano kung duguan ka na? First aid. Paano kung duguan ka na? What if you are bleeding, bloody? Bloody ka na. Anong gagawin mo? Balikan ko lang doon. Kasi kanina sabi natin, what are those... Paano if you cannot act on a relationship because the relationship is there to stay, like biological relationship and all. One thing that you will always find out, if you value yourself, you will naturally find a way, okay, to protect yourself.
Survival.
Ano sagot, Coach? Survival instinct. Okay. Kaya hindi nagkikikin yung survival instinct mo kasi hindi mo makita yung value. And I'm sure by this time you know, family members can hurt you the most. Agree? Agree? Bakit? They know you more. They know you better. O, ano, Coach Roch? Panay kamot natin. And down to my intervention on my last point. Tahimik na po tayo dito. Kanina magulo, ngayon tahimik na po kami.
Nag-o-open na ako.
Tinatanggal na daw po yung mga pana. Mabilis lang naman. Nagtanggal na kami ng mga bala, kaya po tahimik na. Pero may tao po, hindi nila ako iniwanan. Promise, they're still with me, okay? And they still respect me. And I'm sure pag umalis sila, mas lalo silang duguan. Kaya tatapusin po nila tong talk na to. Nandito na po tayo sa intervention. Paano kung naganap na? Paano kung nagdudugo na? Paano kung bloody red ka na? Paano kung ang buhay sa'yo ay katumbas na lang ng hininga? Hininga. You're just breathing, but you're not living. I know a lot of people who's breathing but not living. I have a lot of clients like that. Just breathing, but not living. Humihinga ka lang. You are just a breath every day. Diba? Have you ever feel a kind of pain that the emotional pain is physical? Naramdam mo yung sakit ng puso mo? Naranasan nyo na ba yun?
Oo naman.
Ay, oo naman. Yung sobrang connect na connect eh.
Connect na kami.
Resonate na resonate po, di ba? Now, like in any other intervention, okay, lahat po ng intervention, okay, definitely, you will need, okay, here, listen up. When you talk about intervention, definitely, you need a third party. Because you cannot intervene for your own wound. Okay. First aid kit, talk about intervention, you need a third party. You need a service provider.
What if the third party is the reason?
What if the third party is the reason? Yan po ang namimiss nyo pag wala kayo sa floor. Coach K, sana nandito ka. Para kahit konti may katinuan. I miss you. Oo, di ba? Third party provider po, relief, hindi po additional. Oo. Diba? You need a service provider. You need a third party. You need somebody to come into the picture. Remember, intervention will never happen if no one comes into the picture. It will never happen. Somebody has to intervene. Yes? Okay, give me some thumbs up if you agree and if you're watching. Coach Tin, I miss you. Coach Sean. Okay? Thumbs up? Yeah. You cannot intervene. If you are there already in that particular situation, intervention will only happen. Okay? And the first aid is really to have somebody intervene, cross over, and be a partaker of that. Hindi pwedeng wala. Ba? Kaya hindi pwede yung, this will get better with, akin lang to. Ano? Time heals? Oh my goodness. Oo. Tama? Lilipas din to. Oo. Kung meron kayong mga favorite saying and quotation, paki-type in lang dyan. Oo. Ako lang muna. Dadaan din to. Ay, nako. Oo. Alam mo, ano lang to, weather lang. Yan. Alam na. Tama. Okay. Or, alam mo, ano lang to, maulan lang kasi. Pagod lang. Yan, sinasabi ko rin yan dati. Alam mo, pagod lang ako. I am just physically tired. Talaga, kahit na. Coach K, hire a life coach. O, yan. Lumalaban na. O, buhay na buhay.
Buhay na.
Oo, totoo naman po talaga. Okay. So, you cannot. Intervention only happens if you get a third party. And yes, as Coach K have said, have written in there in the comment, the best interventionist, the best person to intervene in any conditions would always be a professional. Not the personal. Kasi kapag personal intervention po yan, again, you're hitting emotion with another emotions. Okay? The best person to intervene, especially if the intervention is really required. Kasi minsan po may nag-i-intervene, hindi pa naman required. But I'm talking here nung nandyan na ha, yung talagang bloody red ka na, and you are already bleeding, get a professional help. And yes, Coach K is right. We really tell you, get a life coach. Okay, why a life coach? Why not a psychiatrist and not why a psychologist? I'll tell you, we will also tell you if you need one. Because immediately, emotionally pain, pagpunta mo na psychiatrist at sinabi namin sa psychiatrist, ang sasabihin mo, so may tama na rin ang utak ko. Hindi pa, kalma lang. Ang kailangan po lang natin is someone to intervene, someone to connect, someone to facilitate, and someone to help you out of the pit. Kasi nandun ka na eh, nakastuck ka na. Iba po kasi yung may pana ka, may bala ka, pero humihinga ka at gumagalaw ka. Pero may mga tao kung sobrang tagal na nung bala at sobrang tagal na nung pana, nung arrow, hindi na gumagalaw. Meron kayo ganong kilalang tao? Hindi na functional. Do you know that prolonged pain can stop you from being functional? Do you know that prolonged emotional dent will cripple you? Would you agree with me that emotional burdens can stop a person from being the person original design? Yeah. We've seen people who comes to this coffee shop that you cannot even figure it out na ganun sila kaganda. starting on the process, progressing in the process, the real beauty comes out. Si Coach Clark, napakagwapo ngayon. Yes. Coach Candy is one. Coach Clark is one. Yeah. The first time they came to our place, that's not how they look. Yeah, and I've always see this, that I've always see the real person bloom and bloom and bloom the moment intervention comes in. Okay? Because when we intervene, when somebody intervene to your situation, remember that the person is coming in with a fresh understanding of the matter, with a fresh appreciation of the situation. Okay? Non-judgmental. Kaya nga po, it is best to get a third party and let the third party be a professional. Okay? The longer you stay in your sickness, in your dent, in your wounds, in your bloody situation, okay, the more you have to appreciate the need for a third party. Kasi kung kaya mo, di sana nakalabas ka na. Bakit nandyan ka for years? Ba? Kung kaya mo, sana tapos na yan. Kung kaya mo mag-isa, di sana na-solve mo na. Kung kaya mo nang walang iba, di sana okay ka na ngayon. Bakit hindi ka okay? Because you need it. Emotional dents, emotional wounds, emotional burdens are there to stay only when you make the decision for them to stay. It matters that you make the decision. I only shared with you first aid kit, meaning what you can do. But from here in forward, you have to make a decision that you are saying no to your bleeding, that you are saying no to your emotional burdens, that you are saying no, okay, to everything that cripples you, to everything that hinders you, and to everything that makes you less whom God have created you to be. First aid kit will help you get out where you are stuck, but to resolve it, you have to go back to see your value, to see your worth, and advance in the calling that you have because you deserve it. Apart from who you are, apart from your value, apart from self-care, apart from self-love, and apart from your original design, who's made wonderfully, created, made wonderfully and fearfully, you cannot progress out of the pit. You were created wonderfully and perfectly, and you deserve only the best, but nothing but the best. But the best will only start if you know that you are the best creation and you simply deserve the best because you are God's creation. Good night, everyone. This is Coach A. Thank you for joining. Listen for the same.